There are hardworking people, there are smart working people, there are entrepreneurs, the small business owners, there are the job seekers and the employees out there in the world. But there is no particular profession, there is no particular criteria which determines what how big the person is achieving in his or her life, like whether the person is actually reaching their potential. That means, let's say somebody who's a very smart worker, but maybe he or she is involved in certain thing which is not producing that much of a return, and not just monetary return, that's that much of an impact. Somebody is a hard worker, their effort is not being utilized in certain direction, like in a direction which is giving much return. And again, it's not just monetary return, it any kind of return, like the impact that it is having. Then the entrepreneurs, a lot of people are entrepreneurs who barely make the ends meet, and probably, yes, are able to do that, but there's no big short thing happening, or probably the impact that they are making is not big enough. And the job seekers as well, some of them are making more than those small entrepreneurs, but at the same time the job people have the limit. So what exactly is the criteria, what exactly is the differentiator? Like, if all these things, like you might have heard, work smart, work hard, probably do work on your own, work for your own self, or do what you love. So all these criteria is not enough to fulfill the big impact that a person can make out there in life. What exactly then it is? The only difference you will find in the people who have made that big impact, whichever field that they have been in. You don't have to be entrepreneur, you don't have to, revolutionary, you don't have to be inventor. The only difference is the level of imagination people have, the level of goals people have, the level of beliefs people have. So you and I, if we really want to make a big impact and make a big return on the investment of our efforts, on however smart that we are, however hardworking that we are, it will only depend on the level of thinking and the level of imagination. That means we need to really heighten up of our goal. We really need to think big, start thinking out of the box, out of the imagination, because the human mind, it is the limitation that we have put on it that causes, like, whatever limitation that you put on the human mind is the limitation that is going to be in the physical world. The dreamers, the big achievers, this one factor would be very common in them. They dream obnoxiously high, they dream sky high. The kind of dreams that these people have, literally, normal people don't even digest that dream, but these people dedicate their life to that dream. And when I say dedicate their life to that dream, it does not mean, let's say, an entrepreneur who's thinking about changing the world, probably becoming a billionaire, XYZ thing. It is not that they struggle throughout, it is just that they struggle and they happen to reach to the next level at a slower pace. Maybe first they become the millionaire, they become, accumulate tens of millions of dollars, then it reaches hundreds of millions of dollars, then it reaches billions of dollars. So it is not that it's a dry state all through while. The growth is slow, but eventually, because the vision is so high, conviction grows, their effort grows, and that is like the human mind's expectation determines what exactly that particular person is going to achieve. Now, when you expect, it is not just expectation, you have to put the hard work. Subscribe to our channel if you have not already. I'll see all of you guys in the next video.